And we are live. Welcome, Crypto Warriors, to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 433. Today is Wednesday, July 17th, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 3-ish. And we have some great stories for you here today. But first, let's get into the prices for today. We don't have a CryptoCoin winner. We will have a chance to win for tomorrow, but not today. But let's get into the price. For those of you who are following some crazy price movements overnight and this morning. So Bitcoin is at $9,838, up 3% today. We saw a lot of people turn very bearish overnight. As we always say, if you watch the markets every day, your mind will go crazy. But we saw a lot of people flip bearish for good, thinking it would go down to 3K just out of nowhere. But that growth was 4% today total. XRP is at 32 cent, up 6% today. Ethereum at $216, up 7%. Bcash at $302 is up 8%. EOS up 8% as well to $3.96. And Litecoin with the biggest growth of the day, up 17%, up to $93. So those are your prices for today. That is a good indicator of how markets move. People thought, hey, once the Senate started talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it was over. However, it is kind of funny that it didn't really affect it because they didn't have much to say about it. It was more so Facebook, and we'll get into that in a second. So first, let's get into some of the comments we have here. Trich NYC, what's going on? Malik Howard, good to see you. Tony Nolly as well. Leroy Forbes. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, Leroy Forbes, ordering that book. Your copy's on the way. Should be getting that notification soon. Appreciate you. And everyone on Facebook as well. So let's jump into our top story here. Top story of the day. Lawmakers amp up pressure on Facebook to halt Libra cryptocurrency development. Man, so you have to realize this was live at the Senate. The first person to get on screen, we've discussed, Maxine Waters, first person to jump on and talk to Facebook about all the bad things that they're doing. U.S. lawmakers repeatedly pressed Facebook's top blockchain executive, David Marcus, who is the CEO of Libra, which created Libra, which is a cryptocurrency. And he definitely is not stopping the project, but he has said that he will, adhere to the rules. The actual quote here, Maxine Waters started it off by saying, "Will you stop dancing around this question and commit here in this committee to a moratorium until Congress enacts an appropriate legal framework to ensure that Libra and Calibra do what you claim it will do?" And Marcus responded. He definitely came back and said, "I agree with you. That needs to be analyzed and understood before it can be launched. And this is my commitment to you. We will take the time to get this right." So he didn't say he wouldn't launch it. He literally just said, all right, well, we'll bend thy knee. We'll give you what you want. Everything you want to find out about Libra, we'll do it, which is no surprise. We have a lot of industry people who signed on with Libra, but it is surprising how adamant they were about stopping them completely. They want to stop them from going forward at all. So that's what a moratorium means. So it sucks that they have to go through this because it is, government oversight. And we discussed a couple of days ago where they would have to pay, or it was a proposed bill for $1 million a day fine if they went forward with it, which is ridiculous. So you hate to see it, but it is a part of the industry, and it is a part of what Facebook will have to go through to launch. Bitcoin doesn't have this problem. I'm actually kind of tired of seeing Facebook's Libra being called a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, they barely mentioned it. They really didn't get into any details. They just said it. They just legitimized it, basically. Say, yeah, it's a store of value, and people use it for speculation. Yes, and that was it. So it really has nothing to do with Bitcoin. So people were not scared, and that kind of has something to do with the price movements of today. Some of the scared people were like, all right, well, there's no reason for me to sell all my stuff. There's nothing going forward in the Senate. So before we move forward, let's look at some of the other people coming in. Starting to see more. Mr. Gibson, sir, senior, what's going on, man? Jermaine Gordon, and Congress was clueless on how crypto works. Oh, yeah. They sounded much like Congress trying to figure out email back in the 80s and 90s. These are not innovators. These are people who regulate what people create. So you have to realize it's going to take them time to learn, and they're very slow, very slow. So Jacqueline Saba, loving the book. Nice for resources. Appreciate it. Jermaine Gordon, is the book on Audible? Not yet. Got a lot of requests for it, coming soon. Cool Works. Good evening from Atlanta. Oh, yeah. What's up, man? We'll be there soon. Clarence, what's going on, man? Sergeant Crypto, glad to see you as well. Jizzy Mack, Cornelius Brodnar, Ryan Cooper. What's going on, everybody? Salute to everybody. So, and also, let's see, everybody on Facebook as well. So jump into our next story of the day. Tor projects Bitcoin crowdfunding campaign hits goal in 25 hours. I believe whoever typed it a little wrong with that apostrophe, but all good. So they launched Tor. If you don't know, Tor is a private browser you can use in order to not get tracked while you are online. They had a crowdfunding campaign of $10,000, and they believe that they were able to raise, or they are able to raise that in 25 hours. They've accepted nothing but Bitcoin. And, one of the best parts is they only had 373 contributors. It wasn't, that's the thing about crowdfunding with Bitcoin. You don't have to get thousands of people. You don't have to have these large equity crowd funds and get accredited investors and get paperwork and lawyer. You really could just say, well, we need to raise money. This is what we got. This is what we need. Send Bitcoin. And this is what happened. They got it within 13 days. They've surpassed their goal. So within the 25-day bracket that they have, I'm sure they'll raise even more. So shout out to Tor. For those of you who don't understand why that's important, if Tor can stay decentralized or stay private, one of the best things about them is privacy. They do have certain things on their servers where you get tracked, but if you know what you're doing, Tor has always been for the people. So they raise money, people use it, and then in turn they can keep going. So good for them, and good for technology as a whole, because you got to have some sort of privacy. And using Google and Safari, all of that's getting tracked unless you know what you're doing. Brave is a good alternative, but Tor has been around for a long, long time. So let's look at some of these comments before we move forward. Shinobi1, what's going on? No notification. I really don't know why it's still doing that. A little late, I guess. Let's see. Jizzy Mack, Maximilian Price, salute. Yep, so we got everybody on there. So moving forward, we discussed this before, this hacked exchange BitPoint. We discussed them getting hacked for millions of dollars, and now they've come out and said that the roughly 50,000 users who lost funds in this recent hack will be reimbursed. Oh yeah, so shout out to them. Not really, huge celebration, so I don't want to give them the hand clap. You're supposed to do this. I mean, if you lost it and got hacked, this is what you're supposed to do. Glad to see them going forward with it. This company is based in Tokyo, and they've told customers they will receive refunds of crypto on a one-to-one basis. And like you said, they lost 4.6 million, and the thousands of customers that lost their money, they definitely want it back. We can't have Mt. Gox situations over and over. And we've seen a lot of exchanges when something is hacked or something is taken, they're definitely coming out right behind it and saying, okay, well, we'll get everybody's money back, except for Quadriga CX. Quadriga CX, they ran off with the bag there. That was 195 million. We'll never see. But BitPoint, they're doing the right thing. Glad to see this exchange rectifying this mistake. So if they do give the money back, hopefully, it wasn't an inside job, because that's always what I go with. I'm skeptical. Me and King, we're always skeptical. Anytime an exchange says they got hacked, until they say they're going to give it back, all right, you got hacked or whatever. But, it could be an inside job. So good to see that as well. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Game I Peep for the donation. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Crypto and Culture. Saw that hardcore crypto interview. Solid. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Got a lot of them coming out. Some I've already done. They'll be coming out throughout this week and next. So, yeah, when you see it, when you hear it, if you see it promoted, definitely tune in and hear it. Different viewpoints on every show. So let's see. PFC Wells, my man Trek. What's going on, boss? Antonio, you as well. Wired Sparks. Don't forget about Cryptopia. Yeah, RIP Cryptopia. You're right, Shinobi, because Cryptopia had a chance when they were going to be the low-key exchange. You can go there, buy some super cheap altcoins. They stay out the way. But when they got hacked, it just fell apart. I mean, they've still not gone back online. Even when they do, people aren't going to trust them. Kind of sucks for Cryptopia, but hopefully they can get back on track. Maybe some new branding may do it, but you never know. So shout out to Yasai Salam coming in on the live as well. A few people on Facebook. So next story. Another Canadian town to accept Bitcoin payments for property taxes. Oh, man. So in Toronto, Bitcoin has taken another step towards mass adoption. This suburb in the city of Richmond Hill can now pay their property taxes in Bitcoin, thanks to a partnership between the municipality and Coinberry. Now, Bitcoin gives you financial sovereignty. If you want to save it for your family, for other things, that's fine. But if you have Bitcoin and you would rather pay your property taxes in Bitcoin because maybe you've made some gains and the value you get from it, you'll get it right back. This is possible now. This company Coinberry is a Toronto-based crypto solutions provider and trading platform, and they have inked the contract with the city of Richmond Hill for processing these property taxes. So they've done this before. Coinberry actually has a first client in Toronto. This town of Innisfield is the first one, and this is the second one. So they're moving pretty fast with the property tax payments, and we will see this more. We've seen Ohio is about to start accepting tax payments in Bitcoin. Other municipalities, small cities, and towns have started accepting Bitcoin for payments for government things. And I do want to shout out Mecklenburg County and Cabarrus County. They tried. I talked to a few officials back in 2016 about trying to accept Bitcoin, trying to figure out a way to accept Bitcoin for some sort of property tax, but they couldn't go forward with it. They thought it was too new. Technology was ahead of their time. But examples like this, I wish I had them back then. There was no examples. They could have been the first, but examples like this make it a lot easier for people to explain, to other people, hey, this is real. You can use it for taxes, and you can use it in various other locations as well. So just want to keep going forward. The U.S. states of Wyoming and Colorado, they've also done things to let you pay certain governments, or moving forward to pay certain government officials or certain property taxes with Bitcoin as well. So shout out to all of these places moving forward, seeing the light. It sucks that some of these places gonna be behind, but that's humans, man. What can you do? Some people will get with it. Some people you got to pull the train. So a few more people coming in. Let's see. S1 does. What's going on, boss? Pangy Smoke. Oh yeah, haven't seen in a while. Ryan Cooper. Let's see. Mecklenburg County in Virginia. That's where your family owns land. Well, I was talking about in North Carolina. Mecklenburg and Cabarrus. They're right on top of each other. Tried to discuss with some officials. They didn't really get it. But hopefully with examples like this, they will. And there was a guy who was on CNBC from North Carolina, Paul. I forget his last name, but Paul. He actually discussed why Bitcoin is important. He's from North Carolina. He's a representative. So maybe they can clear that up, and maybe I can come back and show them exactly what they missed in the past. Let's see. That's right, Donald Muhammad. Thank you. Smash that like button. And let's see. S1 Dubs. Housing market in Toronto has been hot for 20 years. Richmond Hill is an upper middle class town. So I'm sure some of them have some Bitcoin. When you got disposable income, pretty sure they can buy, a good amount of Bitcoin as an asset, and then say, hey, I've gained some value. Yeah, I can use that for property taxes. Let's see, Andre Little. So the count is up to 3 or 4 states. I believe it's 3 right now. I don't know the 4th state, but 3 right now. Let's see. And S1 Dubs used to live over at Concord Mills in Highland Creek. Oh yeah, a lot of NFL players live over there. Have football practice over there a lot of times by Carolina Panthers players. So yeah, very familiar with Highland Creek. Love it over there. Love it. So let's get into our last story of the day. One of the funniest stories to come out, simply because all of these companies that say they don't have a blockchain or a Bitcoin strategy are lying to you. And this is an example. McDonald's, Nestle, and Virgin Media joined blockchain and advertising pilot. They have all joined a new blockchain pilot seeking to increase transparency in advertising online. So this was spearheaded by the British United Digital Ad Trading Standards Body. They want to basically research the potential of blockchain for the digital ad supply chain. So as you know, when people put out digital ads, they want to make sure that it is verified by the company that put it out, not stolen. Certain things have trademarks. All of that can be verified on the blockchain, and they want to review how to use it. So their first clients include McDonald's, Nestle, and Virgin Media. So that's pretty big to start. It was first announced in May that they would, begin a blockchain pilot, but the media agencies they've discussed, Zenith, OMD UK, and Manning Gottlieb OMD, they will evaluate blockchain's capabilities in the digital ad industry for the rest of the year. So this is huge, people. This is great to see that these companies are moving forward with blockchain technology. Now, they're just testing it. They haven't implemented it. There are no burgers on the blockchain. You cannot get a dollar menu, hash number. But right now, as far as their processes, first it starts with, supply chain with like Walmart. Then you have digital ad agencies with companies like Nestle and McDonald's. And then it trickles on down from there. And honestly, It's coming faster than most people realize, but a lot of these companies are starting to review blockchain or blockchain strategies every single day, or have their own blockchain team ready. So that's good to see. I do want to shout out Toyota. In late 2018, they actually implemented blockchain advertising analytics from a firm called Lucidity, which is the first company to use blockchain advertising. So it's coming. These big corporations know about it. They're using blockchain technology. A lot of them are accepting Bitcoin, and hopefully retail investors get the message. That is why we do this show daily. That is why I wrote the book. That's what we do. So hopefully you and other people around you can realize that corporations are moving forward. They're not waiting for you. And there's also a rumor that Bakkt will be launched. Now, don't quote me. There is a rumor Bakkt will be launched July 20th. So there is sort of that intertwine between companies using blockchain technology and institutional trading of Bitcoin, like on Bakkt. So July 20th is only a few days away. So it seems like the way the market just took a huge dump, in the midst of a bull movement, it is sort of funny that it bounced right back. I mean, it's almost a bullish engulfing right back up to go where we were. So if that is the case, we'll see if it is with Bakkt. So that is our news for today. A pretty light day today. Most of the big news is about the Senate hearing. Bitcoin has been thrown around, but not much to worry about. If you're watching, you think the Senate hearing has anything to do with Bitcoin, they mention it maybe 2 or 3 times. Not really big. You can watch the replay yourself, mostly about Facebook's Libra. So let's get into some promotion stuff before we finish today. For one, the book is still for sale. Absolutely on sale right now. Bitcoin and Black America book is available on Amazon right now. There will be an affiliate program introduced this week. So for those of you who've already purchased the book, you can actually earn money by getting others to buy it. That'll be coming out this week, as well as more podcasts and different interviews that I've been doing. They'll be coming out this week as well. Make sure to follow so that we can send that out and people can see it as well. So make sure you listen to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and also support Blockchain Online. If you signed up, coming very soon. Trust me, people, sooner than you think. And definitely love the outpouring of support that I've gotten so far. Everybody that's read the book, make sure you leave a comment, leave 5-star ratings, whatever you want on Amazon. Please, I love the feedback, love the reviews. Actually helps with the algorithm. The Kindle version was #1 new release last week. Trying to push it back up there this week. And the paperback book, and for Andre Little just asked, the name of the book is Bitcoin and Black America. You can find it on Amazon right now. And for the paperback book, in the top 50 right now, but we can push it even further. So make sure you get out, let your friends, family, coworkers, religious groups, economic groups, let everybody know. And we'll be discussing more later. So thank you all for watching today. Cheers.